Do you continue to have people train them right now, outside of yourself?
Now, one of my former students, who was in the group since the 7th grade, as well as her brother, she is graduating from the University of Illinois on a scholarship, a special scholarship for teachers to come back to Morton to teach. Mireya Borjon, she has been helping me for the past 3 years, really, on and off. And she, she's from the community, she knows the kids. She has also studied in Mexico folkloric dance and has danced in other companies, other dance companies. So she's the person who's helped me lately. Also, sometimes if there's a Mexican artist or a Mexican master teacher in the city, I try to tap into that and have them come and give our kids a workshop. And this, I think, is very important because it is culture and it is history. It's not only dance. It's more than that.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's funny that you mention all these people that you've brought in, and I don't think you've mentioned, the amount of resources that you have or that you provide to these children, because you're always willing to bring these outside people in, which is great. But talk a little bit about your training, because you have quite an extensive background in your training, your dance background. Take us back to that training from the beginning and, where it's brought you here today.
Well, actually, my mother was Italian from Chicago, and she taught ballet and folk dance. When I was really small, she moved to a small town with my dad and had 9 kids. So she was out of her element in a way. But she taught, one time after I begged her long enough, she let me take the classes, and one of them was a Mexican folk dance. When I was really small, I studied ballet in Chicago also, and then I studied in Mexico, and I spent 10 years in Spain, mostly studying flamenco, but also classical ballet, which I started with my mom. And after about a year in Spain teaching English and studying flamenco, my teachers kind of kicked me out and said, if you want to learn more, you have to perform, you have to work performing and join a company. So that's what I did, and worked in many countries, in Spanish companies, including Iraq. So I've done my time in Iraq. Whenever I can take a modern class or a flamenco class or some other dance class, I do. But my real training was performing, I think. Learning from different master teachers.
And you brought them all in, shared it with our kids, and really given them something to grow with. Talk a little bit about, what's that provided, what that has provided our students, them in the folklore group and then and beyond.
I
think talk about your scholarships as well.
Okay. I do have a relationship with Columbia College, and the University of Illinois has also invited us several times to perform, and Northwestern University. Those kinds of contacts, I think, give the kids a look of the outside world and the academic world. Dance is not just some little after-school play, flirting around. It's taken very seriously. They work very hard, and those connections with universities, I think, has given them. It's given them opportunities. It's given them scholarship opportunities, performance opportunities. They meet people outside of their normal, environment. And those contacts, for me as a teacher or for the next teacher who comes, those contacts I think are really important. You said something else that I can't remember.
Talking about the importance of the program, and maybe just reflect
the scholarships,
overall, just the importance of the program you feel to the school here at Morton, and then to the district and large the community. How do you feel this program has fit into the community?
I think it fits in perfectly with the community. This not just the folkloric part of it, but dance as something serious, dance as something to study and to work hard on, even if it's bachata or reggaeton or something that is not necessarily my thing.
Some of the more modern dance, Spanish dancing.
Yes, something from your generation. I think that the community gets excited when they see our kids dance. It's not just the kids dancing, but how the people watching them feel. I've seen older people. I've seen the old Polish and Czech and Lithuanian people watch our kids dance and feel proud and also feel comfortable that this community has changed so much. But this is the young people. They're beautiful, they're hardworking, and they're dancing things that even those people can recognize, because actually polka comes from those countries. So I think dance is a way of reaching out. It's a language you don't have to speak with your, it's a universal language. I think it's important to see dance as art, which is why I'm so glad Illinois has dance in fine arts. It is in the art department. And also, that's something that I'm looking forward to as I retire, maybe getting involved in dance education in the universities, which is still developing, and making sure that dance stays where it belongs, which is in the fine arts.
Well, Michelle, your years of service, all the wonderful things that you've brought to this school, to this community, we really are going to miss you, and it's going to be a hard shoes to fill in.
I don't think
We
so.
thank you very much for everything that you've provided this community, everybody from the neighbors in your classroom to the hallways, to the teachers in the halls, and myself.
Thank you.
We're all going to miss everything that you brought to us.
I'll miss you too, and I do want to say though that the students really are the heart of this. The talent is there, and whoever's here just has to scratch at that talent. And I will miss you all, and you probably see me here or there.
I'm sure we will. And I want to thank you for another episode of 201 Today. We're going to leave you with some more highlights of, as Michelle was mentioning, those students and also other faculty members reflecting on Michelle and her career here at Morton. Thank you.